Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So LSU's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. But a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Lester. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get the ball for the 1st time. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Lester. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That had touchdown written. From the moment he caught the ball, big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department here.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 14, Missouri 7.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Off play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Spits it out to the back. Got his man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Quick completion on the out. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the lone back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And it's pretty clear the defensive game plan through 30 minutes has been just try to hang on and hope for the best against these electrifying quarterbacks. Whether it's throwing or running, they've dictated how this game has gone and maybe made those defensive coordinators question their career choices. Going to be fascinating to see which defense cracks the code.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening first and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention. And
he's got it inside the 30. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to get it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. LSU right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Gets rid of it. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense were always trying to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got his man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He'll throw on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The give on 4th down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri 42, LSU 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big play.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown, Missouri! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
56, LSU 14.
Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On second down, wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Cameron. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Lester. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Going up top on first down. He'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They want to just keep throwing it. Coming after it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. They want that clock to run. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game. Gonna let it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Release to the back. He's got it. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Missouri, 63. LSU, 14.
And he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face ball.